Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us, how do you plan?
I intend to die here, in this moment.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be... And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left?
No.
Come again?
They will find my message.
I'm not following.
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean your divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that in this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes.
Just as gravity connects the world.
Exactly. In a similar way. I can feel a connect.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even...
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before I did. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact. While the power...
So, perhaps...
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight, and that power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I would need your help to do this.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a... You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked along and... Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Now, I finally get to be the big...
Sonnet.
Kennen?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request.
Oh, no, please. I was just... thinking. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. For the three of us, whose purpose and if your plan can save them. Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Kennen.
Still, I do have one question.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed...
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart, and...
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, I'm sure that you know this already, but that... Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, And you,
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile. Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina.
Be aware that we cannot grant you
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body. It feels.
now that we have given up our power and authority. Our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is...
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human. That's all this is.
We have one final request, Columbi. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us for... It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only...
Of course. Sonnet. Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. But is this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister.
I'm okay.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body. May it become the moonlight that keep... So this is why Notcry was not always home to... It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And only the Kuvaki responds to me because... It is... And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. Which I... Oh, power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
allowed to... Can you still see?
I see 2 fingers, and a look of sheer
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world, and yet they remain as sharp as ever. Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma? It seems that even time itself...
Surely you jest, Mr. Flynn. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the rich... There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth. But it seems that this time,
She chose the perfect method of getting a message, despite being separated by time and space.
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But
I'll get you back somehow.
Well, based on the information we now have, let's...
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't have Hatman being powered down for nothing.
There's still a long road ahead.
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane of my...
all right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute, but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah.
You were the very picture of...
I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a...
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off...
Oh, you think so? Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Devat has faced annihilation many times in the past, but it also...
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom and more to do with my power.
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build... Duran's findings from his patrols make it clear that it's not realistic to completely stop if Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory is up to us to slow Dotori's advance and...
Are you asking me to help you with building the defense?
No. I'd like you to prepare for when he eventually reaches us. We will have...
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well... Technically, those terms were about protect...
You're cashing in on this much soon.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get...
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed.
This is... Wow. Yeah.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to... Anyway... Knight of Boreas, please accept this gift in recognition. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your death.
Ah, you're here.
Sandrone, how are things going?
Glad you asked. You two are about to become the first people